What's up, guys? It's me. I'm trying ASMR. And welcome back to another video. I'm sorry for the bad camera setup. It's a new angle. I can't find my thing to put on the camera or the phone in my case. So that's why I have it laying before me. It's real low budget shit. Yeah, I wanted to make an update because it's been some time since I doesn't exist since I last made a video, and yeah, some more good many things happened. So last week, two brothers and myself went to Romania. Our church has friends down there for over 20 years now, and the friends there are giving relief supplies to poor people in Romania, but also mainly in Moldova. And since the war in Ukraine started, also in Ukraine, but mostly in Moldova. And yeah, we have this thing where we fill up a transporter, and we rent them or use our own and drive down there and give the relief supplies to our friend. He has a hall down there where he stores them, and from there he drives the goods to the poor people, to the spots, and it's always a great time being down there because he is a very godly man and he has a very godly wife, and they both are just so pure and God-fearing and doing the will of God. Although they may be doing a bit too much. But yeah, I'm praying that God gives him the strength to continue his work, and that God gives him the wisdom to do the right amount of work. So yeah, I had a great time. We went in 4 days, which is when we had to drive 3,300 kilometers, and the way back from Romania was quite difficult because you have a constant lack of sleep and have to drive these Romanian streets, and let me tell you, Romanian traffic is wild. These guys have no chill. When you want to cross a corner, they always try to get by you, or I don't know if this was the right word. They always try to get surround you, besides you, and squeeze their cars through the gap that is open because you want to cross a corner. And also they're like speeding all the time. So you have to be very cautious, and this can be pretty not frustrating. This can be it's not easy, it's hard. But I wanted to hold myself accountable. Before the trip, I didn't. My week wasn't bad. Although the week of the trip wasn't bad. I only had one relapse, which is pretty good, and I'm so thankful for that. And yeah, I didn't relapse right away when we came home. Didn't relapse on Sunday, didn't relapse on Monday. But sadly, I relapsed on Tuesday. Wednesday was okay, and today's Thursday, and sadly I relapsed again today. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having difficulties to speak open about it because for some reason I have a narrative in my head that I have to be strong all the time, but here I am talking to a camera with my face mask. Nobody knows who I am. Nearly nobody knows that I have this channel. Only 2 people know. My best friend and my little brother. And somehow, yeah, my best friend knows all the struggles I'm going through, because we are giving us updates nearly every day, and we try to call every morning, which doesn't work all the time, but we did pretty good over the last weeks. So yeah, we pretty much know everything. And yeah, for the sake of being without shame and being open before the Lord and before my brothers, I want to share everything with him where I mess up. But I don't know, it's kind of strange to think that my little brother is watching this. But if you're watching this, just know I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep going at school. And I really admire how good are you with building shit. I don't want to swear so much, but I really admire how smart are you with cars and motors. And yeah, keep doing that. You're a really cool person. But anyway, I decided to be honest and share my thoughts and struggles, and I feel like I only make a video when I relapse, so I'm planning on changing that in the future. But yeah, as you know, it kind of sucks to be addicted to something, because yeah, it sucks in multiple ways. First, it just sucks to realize that you don't have the control over yourself that you would like to have, and that I'm regularly giving in to my impulses, and I just can't seem to stop. And that is so, confidence crushing, because I want to be able to do the things in my life that I want, and to not do the things in my life that I don't want. Submit less, submit a little more, submit less a little more every day. And like Teddy Adler said on the Lex Friedman podcast, great episode, watch that. And yeah, I'm trying to submit less, but somehow I get caught up in the same patterns all the time. And the thing is, when I was in Romania, I didn't think a second about watching porn or doing PMO in general. And I don't know, since I'm here, I slipped right back into the same ways of living that I despise. And yeah, it just sucks, man. And I don't really get why I can't stop, because it sucks so much and I hate myself so much afterwards. And I feel like, yeah, I don't really have a connection with God, and I don't have a desire to do anything. But still, 1, 2, 3 days go by. I'm laying down passively, not doing much, gooning on YouTube videos or Instagram. And there's a first trap or thought, and not thought, thoughts also. And yeah, there's like this cycle beginning in my head where I just think about different women which I find physically attractive, and then go on these websites and browse for literal hours to find myself open multiple windows on the computer with scenes that could be interesting to my personal preferences, kinks, I don't know. And yeah, then just skipping through these like an absolute addict gooner. And I also realized every time a new girl shows up on these websites, which I find physically attractive, I won't go into detail which categories I watch, because I don't want to trigger you guys. But every time a new girl shows up that I find physically attractive in these videos, on these platforms, I just have the immense urge to search up every video she participated in and then look up multiple scenes and see her in these scenes, and it's just so dark. And yeah, this cycle keeps repeating for, I don't know, a few years now. And I'm grateful that I've not come to a point where I like have a erectile dysfunction or something like that. But I'm very aware of that this could definitely happen in the future if I keep continuing this lifestyle. And yeah, this is just unsettling. I don't know what I have to change. I know that I have to change some things. First thing, in these first months, don't lay around being lazy, doing nothing, and don't have a phone. Oh, sorry, it's late, but I wanted to make a video to have some sense of accomplishment today. Where was I? I nearly swear. I just can't be laying around and doing nothing and watching stuff all day. Another big trigger for me is when I have a task, like a deadline, or set myself tasks or I aim for the day, or multiple aims, and I'm procrastinating by laying around and watching stuff when I ought to be productive. Then these negative thoughts kick in really hard, and prawn is my escape then. And bro, this is going on for years like that. And I'm just tired of it, and I just feel so bad for feeling so tired of it and not getting it right, not making the changes, not getting better at not watching porn. I just wanted to share that, and I realized that I've developed an inner hatred against women, but it's wrong what these women on OnlyFans or in these porn studios are doing, but why are they doing it? Because there are so many men watching it and paying an ungodly amount of money to see these things, and they wouldn't do it if there wasn't a market, if men weren't prone to watch that stuff and buy for it. And OF is another level because they're having other products they're offering, so there's also a lot of women that sort of capitalize on the loneliness of men by getting paid for riding with them for a day or something like that, and pretending that they're their girlfriends and shit like that. And I don't know, it's just sad to me, and it's just so sad that I still participate in it. And why can't I fuel all the hatred that I have against the system, the human trafficking, the ungodly things they do? Why just isn't it enough? Why? I don't really know. And I really hope that last year is not the same as this year was. Don't get me wrong, I made a lot of good steps this year, and I realized that I'm doing better in a lot of different areas. I'm not as anxious before when it comes to writing stuff for my university degree. I'm a little bit nicer to myself than I was last year, definitely. And it's over 1 year that I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and I think I managed it pretty well comparing to other guys. I didn't lay around all the time and just felt sorry for myself. And I realized that I also had flaws that led to the situation of us not being compatible. But I don't want to get into that topic now. So one thing that comes always back to my mind is when I had a relapse session and I was scrolling on Instagram on the profile of a woman who is participating in the adult film industry, and she posted a picture or video of her being nearly undressed, and the Instagram caption was "living in your head rent free." And when my post-nut clarity set in, I thought, that's a freaking problem. I I open myself to these things. It's me who lets this garbage into my soul, into my brain, into my memory. And yeah, the devil is good for reminding you, or the devil is good at reminding you what you did wrong, or remind you of these explicit images you saw, of these scenes of the bodies of these women. And I really have to pray that these memories will be erased in the name of the Lord, and that He wins back the territory I have given up by participating in such awful things. Again, I don't want to be doing this, but I'm still doing it. And when I do it, I have a clear preference of what I'm watching, and so some part of me seems to still try it, I don't know. But yeah, just some thoughts of it, like being a bit vulnerable and honest about my failures. I really hope that I can give you better updates in the future, in the nearest future. I try to be more consistent now with the uploads because I want to hold myself accountable. And also, I had the idea a few hours ago, what if I would start the day with writing a letter to my future wife, or after relapses. I think this would hit pretty deep, and could really give me some motivation, because this is something I don't want to be bringing into marriage. Oh, please God, no. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, what's going on in your life? Are there any parts in life where you struggle with? Let's write it in the comments and see if we can help each other. And yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Please pray for me to get it right, to stay on track, and yeah, have a blessed day or night whenever you're watching this.